Okay, there we go. What up? I ain't on in a while. I ain't doing all this for a minute, so thought I'd slide in. Um, I was having a weekend and I had a conversation with my goddaughter, and it's been in my head heavy. And one of the things I want to say with this is like we need to stay. We need to get back to being parents. Like I'm always on my kids. I'm always heavy on the parenting thing. Hold on, the light is like I look hella dark. I am dark, but I mean it was just the shadows off. Um, I felt bad when I was talking to her because she just wasn't. Her mind wasn't there. Like she's a senior this year, and she has no idea what she wants to do when she leaves high school. Like none. I'm like, what is the okay? Quick. When did kids not give a fuck about education? Like I'm lost at this anomaly of where we at with it. Like when I was younger, education was major. Like we all, like me and my friends, me and the people I fuck with, my family, everything. It was like school was a factor, and we cared. Now with so many kids is that don't care, and the parents is not even pushing it that heavy. Like by my senior year, I already knew where I was going. Like I already knew what I was like. I had an idea. I already took my SATs. I was grades was already at a decent level. I mean, was decent, I guess. A's and B's. But I was there. Like I knew what my idea was. And I think predominantly everybody that was graduating with me knew too. Like it wasn't a lost idea for us. But now I'm talking to kids and these kids don't give a fuck. Like they don't know nothing. Even I mean, I have a son. I have my son's, he'll be 15 in December. And even with me on his ass, like I don't know that. What's your mind? I don't know. I don't. It's always that I don't know. He doesn't understand. I'm like, and I don't like always being a person jump on his neck about it. But I'll be like, dude, like we need to get this together, bro. Like I lost. Like I think when I was younger, all my friends cared. Everybody at my school. And it could have been just my school that was like that. Shit, who knows? But we were all like heavy on it, and then we pushed it. Like we all like we were on. Now I'm lost. I'm like I don't know what these kids think about. But in the grand scheme, though, the conversation I was having with her was looking at her future, what she wants to do, and she was so oblivious, and it bothered me. And I looked, I'm like, because she needed more, and she just wanted somebody to talk to. Because within our conversation, she starts breaking down. We start talking about other kind of stuff, and it's just like I got mad at her sorry ass dad. Like he's never been in her picture with her, and it like irritated me. Like within the conversation, where I got irritated with this man. Like you're really a bum, dude. Like you have like this amazing daughter who, man, she's so smart. Like she was talking about shit. I was learning like fat. Like what do you know about coding? Like what do you know about script writing and this and that? Like you're damn near a genius, dude. Like you're talking about shit that it's not a normal conversation for, a teenager. I mean, unless that's the new way teenagers talk, but I was like, wow, she's such a beast with it. I'm like, and your dad don't even know this about you. Like, when it comes to me, like, I'm so hands on with my kids. Like, I don't have nothing. I don't want to do anything else but deal with my kids majority of the time. Like, I just want to be with my boys and really focus on their life and pushing them to be the best they can be. Um, and it's not just since they were born. Like, since day one, I was like, I'm here with my kids. Like, I fucking love my dudes. They make me who I am since day one. And so to see men not be fathers is a is crazy to me. Like, since day one, I've loved mine. Like, I'm here. Like, this is. I think my baby moms, we've gotten arguments because I care more about my kids than them. Like, it wasn't even a conversation how much they were invalid individuals to me at times. Like, I was just like, yo, I just want my baby. I just want my kids. I don't really care about you, what you got going on. I've told both of them at times, like, you give my kid and go about your life. I don't even care. Like, live you, go do you. And I had no thought, especially I got two boys. I don't have no daughters. So it was like, my mind was on that. Like, I don't need you. Not to say you don't need them. I just didn't feel like I needed that in my life. And I was very content, like, mentally. And then so to see kids grow up without that father irritates my soul. Like, this doesn't make no sense. Especially when you have so many of them that are great kids. Even like now, being a coach, like coaching my son's football team and being out there with him, the lack of fathers that's in that is crazy to me. Like, there's so many kids out there who just get dropped off by their mom and there's no dad there. Um, given some situations and circumstances and stuff. Like, I always believe, like, even if you don't get along with the mother, that has nothing to do with the kid. Has nothing to do with the child. Be in that child's life no matter what. And believe me, I've been there. Like, really in the world where, like, I got, like, I remember I talked about time. Now that I've been a parent and all that, I can get and understand why some men just send a check. Because some of these women will work every bit of your nerve. You don't know. I don't even notice how bad my beard look until I'm looking at it like this. Like, I'm like, oh damn, bro, you need to get that taken care of. You're off. So let me take care of that. But like I said, even with that, like I said, it irritates me. And I just love being mine. So to see kids that don't have their father there, it throws me off, literally. And I'll be talking to some of these kids, and I'll be looking like, man, if you had a dad in your life, because these kids is a piece of work. Like, they're a piece of work. Like, I be out on the field, and these kids be cussing. They just be cussing their ass off. I mean, they be saying shit that I never even put those combinations together as a kid. Like, at their age, my son's 11 playing on his Toby team. I'm like, and these kids is cussing fluid in front of adults. Like, when I was his age, please. I mean, yeah, I might throw mines out there at school, with my friends, just me and my friends, but in front of adults, crazy. Because, growing up as a kid, what you hear some shit like, you cuss, it ain't got nothing to do with you. But the first thing I said, I'm going to tell your mama know you cuss like that? Your dad know you talk like this? Like, oh, no, you used to be humble. No, please don't you do it. Please don't you tell me. No, don't you. No, they going to kill me. This kid's like, I'm going to fuck. Tell them. Fuck them. Like, yo, wait a minute. Oh, I looked at a kid the other day. No lie, dude had to be like on the 6U or 8U team. And he walking by, right? And it was this other girl. She is this one of the parents. She has a younger daughter that's around his age too. And they're sitting there talking to us. And the little girl's got the baby. He walked by. He said something to her, right? He looked her up and down. And as he's walking off, he had that look like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. I'm looking like, who fucking kid is this? Because there's no way. I'm like, what the hell? Like, it's a bunch of adults here, dude. Like, and the little girl, she's innocent. I'm like, who wild ass ghetto child is this? That's just simply looking like I'm about to smash that one. I'm like, no, muff. Oh, I'm so glad I got boys. Because a moment like that, I'd been like, man, fuck that team. Get my baby out of here. We ain't cheering for shit. Fuck that shit. Oh, that shit had me. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, this is why I couldn't be a teacher. Like I was asking questions tonight. Like one of the questions was, could you be a teacher at a school, like a grade school or college? I was like, I definitely couldn't do school. Oh, I've been watching these videos of these kids wilding out. I'd kill a kid. I would be fired. Like quick. I'd be fired. Like, oh, Mr. Holland. He flipped out and kicked every kid in his class ass. I kicked every one of the little motherfuckers' asses. Little kids get on my goddamn bed. Oh man, my son, even my kid, he wild here crazy one too. Up at school. What's up? Oh, hey, daddy, don't you? I'm here. I'm doing my homework. I'm sitting down, shutting up. Yes, you better. Parents, pop up at these schools on these kids. Shit. Stop letting the schools raise your kids alone. Like if you guys step in, you guys just do extra shit because these little motherfuckers is bad. Now, I'm not even because I'm drinking. Like I'm serious. Like kids is bad. My oldest in high school. He in 10th grade. He literally would not let me follow him. Like I'm it's to the point like I done kicked off his social media, but this when that two parent situation come in and other parent let the kid do what they want to do. But the shit he be coming to me with, and that's all. This is I'm getting to that point. I'm getting to that point in my life where I realize I have kids and they're boys and they're going to be teenagers and they're doing this. So my oldest came to me. He's literally talking to me about stuff he's going through with a girl. Oh shit! Like this shit's happening. Like this shit's real now. Like I really got to sit down and have this conversation with him about him and talking to girls and shit like that. And I'm like, oh no. And then I'm not saying oh no because I don't have the conversation. I'm saying oh no because I'm reading what they're talking about, and I'm like, oh, like I have come to the conclusion that I was corny in school. Like I'll fight you, I was hood, all that, but I was a very corny individual. Like I was very much to myself. All I cared about was school, sports, and making money. Like I didn't. Oh, because what these kids is going through, I couldn't even imagine. Like I'm literally like helping my son, like because he so much wanted to talk to this chick. Like he really wanted. I'm giving advice, like relationship advice to a 14-year-old, and it's hard because you gotta be good and say good shit. When in actuality, I'm like on some real like, hey, bro, like we about to. I'm like, oh no, I can't say that because that's my 14-year-old. Oh, I gotta say the right shit. Oh, I gotta tell him how to do shit the right way. So, son, this is what I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, this is the craziest mess ever. Yes, May. Kids are fucking wild. And I can just imagine you work at a school, so I can imagine what you deal with. I'm on a football field, and they don't have no filter. I'm like, for one, My son, he has a friend. He's like in sixth grade. My youngest in sixth grade. His friend has a girlfriend. Oh yeah, Jake got a girl. I was like, what? In sixth grade? Didn't even think about it. Man, didn't even that wasn't even in my in sixth grade. Yes, they were cute. Yes, she was like, oh, I kind of like her. But to holler, like literally say this is like, come on, come no. And school ain't like school been in for months. Like he been in my son was like, he was talking to her since like the first week of school. I was like, what? Oh, I sucked. I was not that kid. Oh, I think I got in more fights than had girlfriends back in that time frame. Oh man. And to see where their minds at, like sneaking a girl to the house. I was like, no. I was like, I'm coming to school to pick you up from school from now on because you are not walking home no more. Like this is crazy. The hell you mean he got a girlfriend and they broke up? Typical, gonna happen. Y'all kids. He was heartbroken. Like, like he was making TikTok videos about this. What? Like, you don't even know what a heartbreak is, little dude. Like heartbreak for you should be like the Ninja Turtles broke up or something. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I know my kid. He comes home and watch Bunked like on Netflix. Like he's watching Disney Channel. What are you talking about a girlfriend for? Like, what do y'all have to talk about? Like this, yo, this is. I'm legit. I told my sister today. I said I am getting old. I will be 40 soon. Like that's catching to me. Like I'm about to be 40. Um, and I got a kid in high school and a kid that will be going to high school soon. I'm like, this is. But then I looked at my friend, like I said, my god baby, she 18. Her mama younger than me. And so when she was talking shit like, Mark, you old. They about to graduate. You old. You know. No, I'm not. Yes, you is. You got a baby graduating and you younger than me. Your ass is old. I have old body. My back and my knees are tripping. But that come with being 6'7". That's just an issue about being tall. We have fucking body pain issues. It just sucks. Back to this little fucking kid though. So we sitting here. I'm talking to a little girl. And she's telling me about the school and I'm all my feelings. And she started crying. She was emotional. Okay. I was like, okay, cool. I almost cried because I felt bad for her. But then it cleaned itself up. So here I stuff. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. When we start talking, you'll be surprised what these kids think about and where their minds be at any given moment, and how we are so far away from the idea that we think we have of them. Like she is literally talking to me about coding. I'm like, you don't want to talk about nothing else? And then when she did switch up, it was anime. Naruto? How you go from coding to Naruto to my life's over? I don't know what I want to do with my life. I'm like, I'm confused. But I'm gonna listen to you talk. But then I go ask my son, you know what this conversation is about? Girls. I'm like, ugh. Yeah, my drinks are kicking in right about now. I've been damaged. This is damage. I need to start this. My face is getting fat. Like I need to go to the gym. I just got my back done, so I guess I should go back to the gym and get this cleaned up and get me looking young again. Ugh. Whatever. So what are we talking about today? What else the fuck going on besides these kids? I can talk about these kids all day. If anybody deals with kids, you can do that shit all day
Mhm.
too. I want to hush it. Have you guys? I mean, have anybody seen this video of the dude going off on a girl for a dude going off on a girl because he sent her out and she was like, she ain't putting out, like she just, she here for. If y'all seen it, I don't want to pull the video, but most of y'all know what it is. And so we had a conversation about this. And the women were like, Marcus, no man should expect shit just because we came out. I said, cool, I get that. That's right. That should be right. Listen, hands down, if a man flies you out to wherever he's at, understand his mind is he's getting some. Unless his shit don't work like it's supposed to. Unless he ain't up to par, understand. If he flying you out, that's game plan. So already know this is what it is. So either you come with your own money, take care of everything you got to do on your own, or understand you might have to put it out. Now, if you get out there and he does not, and he just is not who you think, that's why I tell people always make sure you got your own money to do what you got to do. Because if you get there and realize, oh shit, this is not him, you can say, oh shit, I can get the fuck out of here on my own. But if you don't, yeah, this chick was literally living it up. Like he's taking her nice restaurants, he's taking her shopping, he doing all this, and she's like, "But don't touch me, boo boo. I'm touching you, and I'm touching you out my car. Get the fuck out my car. Get the fuck out of here." Now, this is probably like the maybe the fourth or fifth time I heard a story about a chick going somewhere and not being about that business after a person has spent money and the girl get mad. But how the dude supposed to feel? What you think he was? You think a man is gonna fly you out just to hang out and take you shopping? All that? That's not happening. It's not. No man's with that. Like we not doing that. Especially spending like a good amount of money. Man ain't with that. We good, but we ain't that good. Like, come on. Like if man tell you he'll do that, no problem. Come on. He lying. Nigga lying. Ain't happening. Because it's just the fact, like, why would I fly you out here and not be about that business? I could just pay a whole bunch of money for somebody that's here to be about that business. Now, unless he's old and he's just trying to get some companionship, that's a little bit different. But even then, he's paying for your companionship. You better act like you was his girlfriend. Shit. How I feel about that? Don't do that. I tell all my homegirl, you better not go. You better FaceTime him and see what he is and who he is before you go. Because it's a saying, like dude was saying, he was like, it should be a guarantee. You don't do that unless you know you have a guarantee, like you know that this is going to happen. Because if not, then don't do that to yourself because you're gonna get embarrassed and you're gonna be mad because oh yeah, ain't happening. So I said, don't do that. No, no, no. I don't believe in that. I fly you out. I'm getting in the guts. Especially because I spent money. Come on. Time is different, y'all. That was another argument we had too. We were talking about how um why don't people do certain things on dates no more? Time is different. I don't believe in dating no more. Like I believe dating. I believe you don't make a certain amount of money, you shouldn't be able to date. Like I believe dating is for people that got money. Like it's not for broke people. Like if you broke, you just need to focus on getting your money up because yeah, dating is just it's too expensive. It's too expensive. We were talking about it. I was like, my mom was talking about it. I said, Mom, let's talk about it. Like, what's dating now? The girl said, "What happened to a man bringing candy and a bear and some flowers on the date?" I said, "What are you going on a date on? What kind of date is it supposed to be? A real date, like a dinner and movie type date?" Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I said, "Come on, come on." I said, "Let me do a financial breakdown on the thing." I should do a financial breakdown real quick. How much a teddy bear nowadays costs in the store? Let's say at least $9.99 for a little basic joint. Cool. How much is some flowers? We're looking at about a good bouquet. My pencil and shit. A good bouquet of flowers for a first date. You want to impress, type shit. You're looking at about 30, 30, $40. So far, I done spent, let's say this round is out, 10, at least 10 on the bear, about 40 on the flowers. Okay, candy. You talking about a box? So you're talking about some Fieros? Because I only that come in the box on a normal. So some Fieros, the little box set of Fieros gonna run you about $6.99, $7. Okay, so now we have $57, and I ain't even seen you yet. Nothing wrong with that. Totally fine. Should be able to do that. Where you live at? I'm driving my car. Where you live at? What city you in? Okay, you live in. Okay, let's say I live in Dina. Bang. You live in LA. I gotta fill my tank up to go see you. I drive a SUV. That's $100. But it goes like, I ain't gonna do me up again. Yes, but to go see you, I gotta put my gas in my tank right now. So it's $100. So now where we at? We at $157. I have not seen you yet. First date. I ain't seen you yet. Okay. Now, what we doing next? I get to your house. Okay, then that's something they need to put on there, put out there out the jump. Because spending money does not equal you get to. Yeah, I agree with that. It doesn't. But understand, if I pull up and I done flew you out, like I said, he done flew you out from freaking, let's say you out in the sticks. I even say my back. You from the sticks of Kansas City, Missouri, and I bring you to California. You did not come to watch TV and for me to shop for you, boo. It's not happening. It's not what the whole plan was. All right. Back to my calculations of this first date. So y'all can understand why shit changes. So now we go, let's go. You want to go dinner? I say go to movies first. No, dinner. We'll go dinner first. Because this where shit get funny. This shit get real funky and real funny. So where you want to go? Talk to my homegirl. She said, I believe, take a girl. I was like, she's like, what she say? Cheesecake Factory. That's her spot for a first date. The other homegirl said she want to go to Root Chris. I said, okay, cool. Let's do a bottom round range on that. For at two people at Root Crest, easily $200. Two people at Cheesecake Factory, easily on a good date, and have some drinks, have a both y'all get your own dishes. You're looking like easily, let's say 2 drinks, and you get some cheesecake because they don't want cheesecake, and probably about 100, about 180, about 180, 150. So let's go with easily 100. Let's just say 150 safe. Now, where are we at here? We're tallying up this shit like a motherfucker. We're already at $307. And we just went to dinner. Not a problem. First date, trying to impress, stupidness. Movie. Okay. We're going to the movies now. Movies have lost their fucking mind. Lost it. Totally lost this shit. So talking about a movie may bring you about two people, nighttime, about 20 for new showing, 20 some dollars a $26 a person, 23. Let's say $50 to get in. This is around $50. All right. For some reason, you guys are thirsty. You want popcorn after you just ate and all that. Okay, so another what? $15. So now we at my math is all I've been drinking. $370. It cost me $372 to take you out on this first date. I didn't get none. It ain't guaranteed I'm getting none. Ain't guaranteed I'm coming back to your spot. But I just spent $372. So why is dating changing? Because everybody don't just have $372 to spend in one night. That's not a guaranteed moment for most men. You have dudes that have no problem doing that. Fine. But the average income for a lot of men nowadays, they making what the average maybe like 20, 25 to 25 to 30. The average dude, average regular guy, making about $25, $30 an hour right now in California. Sadly, that's the fucked up shit. That's why I tell people get a trade, get for that education shit, and he's busting his ass all these hours to make that money because that's it. But $30 an hour, you got kids, you got bills. $372 on one date is expensive for some dudes. That's why you only see that dude every 2 weeks. No. Should that be norm? Like, so now what the conversation does do when you date now, is the first should the first date be Dutch? What do you think, May? May, if on the first date, should your first date be a Dutch or should it be straight up? Because my model, I look at it like this. I'm from the country, I'm from the Midwest. My family raised me a little bit different. So I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay for it. I don't believe I wouldn't go on a date if I don't have the money to go on a date. And I'm a future calculator. So if I know how much money I got, I would damn near plan out my date on my own. So I know I'm not spending too much money. And I know I can take care of it all. But I live a different life now, so I don't have that problem. But I know who that said, the first date should be Dutch. I think first date should be at somewhere simple. Let's go to a coffee shop. Let's go get, some coffee and just sit down and talk and all that. I'm cool with that. Like I believe that's the way of dating now. Like I tell that to my sister and brother now. Like, first date, nigga, take them to like the bars. I don't go to a bar. Go get some coffee. Buy some coffee, some scones, have a conversation, get to know each other a little bit better. And that's it. Hola, hola. That's my motto. I believe that's the way. What up? What up, BD? What up, Trees? But that's how I feel. I feel like on the first date, let's get some coffee. If you don't drink coffee, let's get some juice. Let's go get some Jamba juice or something. We just gonna talk, chop it up, yada yada. Because going on the first date to a restaurant, that's how some women get in a situation with dudes. Because he take you on this first date, and the shit be like, you put a price range on that first date that's crazy. And some dudes looking like I pay this kind of money. No, I get some for real. Get some juice, good juice though, like the pressed juice. Like let's go get some pressed juice from the good places or whatever. But I'm down with a Jamba Juice smoothie and just some conversation, eating like a little muffin. It was not true, but I'm cool with that. But I think some dudes really get that too far. And I know like some homies to be on like, bro, I did all this, like it's guaranteed like this is what we doing, and then get mad at chick, be like, nah, we ain't doing what? Come on, man. And I was like, oof, I feel bad because that pressure is on. I used to talk to her girls, I ain't buying nobody drink at the club. I take men on dates and that's good though. But see, you're the kind of person who don't mind going Dutch on a date and just having a real conversation. She said, I would never go out with him again. Any man that expects sex when the first date is done, period. And that's why I tell dudes, if you're looking at the price tag on the first date as equation to we should be linking up, then take it somewhere simple. Don't get in your feelings. Don't do that. Because a lot of dudes they believe that the price of the date equates to something else. Oh, that's cool. I believe if you ever do ask a girl out, then he should be paying. It shouldn't be no Dutch situation. You asked her out. I mean, you got the money. Just know how to take her out. Know where you want to take her and have a plan. Because if you don't have it, I just feel like it's certain ways. I think time has changed, and it shouldn't be like that. But that's how the situation happens. If I say let's go on a date or whatever, um, I already know like what's going to happen. I don't even look into it. I don't like anybody's ever been on a date with me, like, growing up back in the day, knew I go on a date. And I don't even want to touch you. Like, I'll sit there and just talk because I get nervous. Like, I ain't the dating type. Like, I'm not really good at that part. So I'll just sit there and talk to you and just have a full blown conversation with you. And I try to touch you. But that's also, I was raised by women, so I kind of know how that plays out. But I got homies, like I said, I got homies, and I got family that's like that too. That's like, man, I spent all this money, like, she giving, she ain't giving up, and that's the last time they see her. I be like, yeah, but you shouldn't go in there expecting it. That shouldn't be a mandatory thing about a date. I think that's the dumbest and craziest things. But like I said, people are different. Time is different. Don't judge me on my brushing my beard, please. Man, my beard is going through tragic moments. Like, I'm in that phase of it. I'm in that ugly beard phase where it's still trying to figure out what it want to do with his life. Like, if it wants to fully grow in, if it fully wants to be here for me, or is it just on my face? I got all this little special equipment. I got a little brush, got the little roller. You get all this done to it, and it's supposed to help it grow in. And, I did the oiling stuff earlier. Like, it's a work. Like, women be like, "Oh, we do so much right here. Y'all do nothing." It's a lot to get these beards. It is. It's work. You don't just grow a beard that looks all nice and luxurious overnight. Like, it doesn't happen. Like, it's a lot of prodding and skin stuff going on with, like, it's work. Me personally, I'm like, I cut this shit off. Oh, drinking. I'm just on here talking shit tonight. I'm being good because May's on here. May knows I'm bad. Like, I've been trying to be good with my shit talking because I got hit. My friend was like, Marcus, you always talking shit about somebody. You always making the girl feel bad about herself. Now, I don't be doing that shit on purpose. I get drunk and I say stuff about how I really feel. And I'm gonna say some shit that might hurt your feelings. And I don't mean to intentionally. Like, I think I got into it because I went on a tirade about girls with fucked up bodies. It wasn't personal, shot at nobody. Well, at that time it wasn't, but it was because somebody had said something, and I was just telling a story. It was not me just saying this is how I feel about all women or whatever. It's just I was telling a story about what happened, and yes, I did say this girl was built like SpongeBob, and yes, I did say her being ugly was her fault because in my mind it is. The conversation that came where she ripped the homie about having a little manhood situation, and I had to let her know because I got tired of her talking about it on the page. I said, listen, he cannot help that. That is not nothing he can help. We don't pick and choose that. We don't wake up and we don't, when they start picking our bodies like that, let me get the big package, and he literally just says, no, I'm gonna take a little big package. I'm good to work with that. We don't choose that. But you being ugly, that's on you. Yo, and I went on a whole tirade. I ripped her life. Her body being blown the fuck out. That's on her. She could have did something different, work out, get shit together. That's on you. His shit that he can't change, he cannot change that. That's his giving. You can help being ugly. It is helpful. I've seen a whole bunch of people who got ugly parents and they still are beautiful people to this day. Take care of your skin. You know, if you realize, like, I know right now, I'm out of shape. My face is fat. I don't like the way it look. I'm about to be in the gym soon. My back feeling better. I'm gonna get this face back smaller. If you have these, if you ugly, you know some of the things that you can change and fix. You can do that. My family from the Midwest too. So there are things I was accustomed to hearing how days should go. Time has taught me that things can differ based on each person. I think the first date doesn't have to be wildly expensive show because that is what it is, a show. Simple outing can be more intimate. It's about getting to know each other. Y'all can go out, do free shit, and have a ball. But I wouldn't mind going Dutch either. But I mean, simple. First date should be simple. I believe that should be one of your most simple dates. That's sad. You didn't attack the woman over because I only did it because we were in this group and it's like you shooting that dude. Like, and I'd already told people like, you know, I don't like why you always shooting at this shooting that dude. Like, come on. And when I'm reading it, I'm like, damn, you act as if you won, like you won, bitch, like you ain't. And I was when I initially want to start, I was like, hey, can y'all cut that? Like, cut like you know, get up off, dude. She kept going. So I'm drinking like I was that day. I'm turned. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna eat you. Like, he the homie though. Like, that's not probably I probably wouldn't send up if he wasn't even the homie, but he the homie though. Like, yo, like kill that. Because I know your business too. I just ripped her looks. I could have ripped her as a person. I said I ain't gonna do that. That's too much. That's too much me just being an ass. But I said, don't diss a dude for those, like, because, and then it started happening because more women started chiming in about dudes' little dicks. I was like, yo, the fuck? Like, you act like a dude chooses that shit. Like, it's not a fucking thing that we say, hey, let me get that. You know, so it's not like, you know, it was a choice, but some of these flaws that y'all niggas got up in here, you chose that. Like, you chose to make these decisions, and this is what the fuck you came out looking like. That's on you. So yes, I got up on him. I'm not gay. That's the homie. If you ripping on dudes, like you coming out and it start causing a situation where girls just going on niggas with little dicks, whatever. I'm like, yo, if I'm in a group conversation, like it's dudes here. We don't even want to talk about it, but because you feel some kind of way about this dude, so you want to start shading dudes. So I'm gonna nip the whole conversation. So we ain't gonna have these conversations again because everybody know I'm about to go in. If I wasn't drinking, it probably never happened. I would have been cool, calm, and collected, but I was on my level. And people who know me know when I'm on my level, just stop. Don't even go there with me. But she went there, I went there, shots was fired, hey man. And she got her feelings hurt. Yeah, happens sometimes. But while I'm being better, I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'm not gonna be I'm not I you saw my tirade that day. I really probably I think I talked a lot of shit about a lot of people. I landed a whole conversation about other people at the bus stop. But it just bothers me that you sitting there with attitude. It ain't our fault. Like, you know, everywhere we go. But yeah, she's but May, yeah. Being from the Midwest, we get taught different, how to function different. I believe I like a simple date. Like I'm very cool on that. Okay, I'm gonna stop being I'm not gonna be in there. I was supposed to come do poetry like and I have like a few pieces that I would do that I want to do. Like I really want to have fun with it. If I could find my damn mouse, uh, oh, maybe I can't do it because I'm touching the screen. Yeah, there we go. Where we at? Where we at with it? So I've been writing. Like I know I said I was chilling on it, and I hadn't really been performing nothing. I mean, besides going to my sets or whatever. But I haven't really been going in. Like I really just been trying to mentally deal with some stuff. But I'm always writing. Like it's my everyday thing. Well, not my everyday thing, but it's something I do all the time to really just keep my head in the game or whatever. And so I did some collabo pieces recently. Um, the collabo pieces I've done just some regular Marcus pieces. I've done some regular poetic mind pieces. I've done some verbal pieces, but I am in the process of doing a book, like finishing a poetry book, and that's pretty much a written thing. But with being who I am, like I'm always trying to add and do more and give it a little more flavor, a little more juice here, like this. But I have finished that. It's pretty much a finished product. I just haven't really started building it the way I want to build it yet. But let's do some pieces. Let me do some. This one right here is called "Bad for Me," and I did it with my homegirl P. Me and P Knowledge went in. We just started writing on this, and hopefully soon we'll perform it together and and just really go in on what we do. Uh, and if you know P Knowledge, check her out. She got her and the homegirl Faith really got a banger out right now, and P got her own banger. Like she does her thing. Faith does her thing. She got her own bangers too. So if you got time, check them out. Go find them. P Knowledge, Faith Hope. They really do their thing. So this one right here is called "Bad for Me," and it was written by me and P Knowledge. So I wish I wish I could make you not exist in my subconscious. Because when I think about you, I get nauseous and start regretting bad decisions. But at the same time, starting to want to make run that run that back. It's Mississippi a little bit. But I've never performed these. I never said them out loud. So let me do it again. Okay, from the top. I wish I could make you not exist in my subconscious. Because when I think about you, I get nauseous and start regretting past decisions. But at the same time, start wanting to make bad decisions, like pulling you back in, just so that once again I could feel good within, and just once again feel that high I get with you, and just once again get to see you. Smell your essence as it sweats through your pores, taste your nectar as it leaks to your core. Hear your moans and scream as they rip through you, feel you dig into my skin as I enter you. But you bad for me. I can tell you want me to partake of this forbidden fruit by the way you grip and bite your lips, then flip it. But you bad for me. You're like acid and battery, charging me over again just so that you can drain out the life of me. I crave your hellos and cringe your goodbyes, but why every time I'm with you, a day turns into a long night? It's because you're bad for me. Because all we doing is living in the downs. We pretending, false attending, faking energy, losing synergy, but reconnecting with the penetration. Giving the gods a demonstration, but with false emotions. Because with great explosions comes fake I loves you and subpar I miss yous in a rewind of moments past. The same shit as the last and tears, fears, pains. You know, you being bad for me. I'm loving you in agony, suffocating in your love. You're so bitter, but when you touch my lips, it's sweet. You go down slow and slither your way to me. You go down low and speak to my inner peace. You see how it is. You see how this is not fair to me. I nurture your soul and you strangle me. Right before I take my last breath, you relinquish your grip and act as if you're saving me. Nah, you bad for me. Dying slowly but craving more. craving that momentary feeling of bliss, euphoria, apocalyptic love, destroying this pure essence of love and leaving me with war wounds like beauty marks, birthmarks, but you're smiling, shining in your afterglow as tears flow and bad memories are created. You're bad for me. That's bad for me. I'm gonna get more polished with that piece. I just haven't done it before, but it sounds good and it flows right. P really, we really sit there and was just writing this like just in the middle of the night type thing, and we were like writing it, going back and forth, back and forth, and forth. Uh, Let me see what we got. This one is called "Can't Sleep." Another one of me and P pieces. Um, I love it. I P. What happened was I met these very very strong writers, very eclectic people, very different minded. She's from another planet. She's gone with it, and we just started talking. We started vibing, and I really started digging her energy, and it really. I went to the studio with them, and it really like gave me this writing flow that I was missing for a minute. Like my mind had stopped wanting to write, and I stopped not. I started not feeling it at all, and then got back in the vibe with them, and it was just like we just started creating like. So I had like a bunch of pieces that I had never finished. I was like, "Yo, can y'all help me? Like, I'm gonna do these pieces. Can y'all just like run with it and see how it goes?" And they were like, "Fuck it, let's run it. What you got? Let's do them." And we just started working. We just started making magic. So this is "Can't Sleep." Another one by, like I said, by me and P. Um, I don't know what you want me to do with it. Like I said, we're gonna probably perform this, and I have to memorize this stuff. Everybody knows me knows I don't memorize nothing when it comes to my writing no more because I just write so much. But to perform it, I'm gonna memorize my pieces and really go in. Hope I can do it. Let's see what happens. Um, I hate it when I can't sleep because it's when my mind wants to dig deep and it's when my mind wants to play memories on repeat and remind me of my bullshit. That's when my mental demons want to come out and play and say shit like you fucked up on replay until I grab a bottom and drown them out until I feel mentally dead enough to pass out. See, when I can't sleep, I see you. I hear you, I feel you, and begin to hate me, mentally destroy me for mentally and emotionally destroying you. Flashbacks of all we went through play in my head. I'm tone deaf to the melody that it hits me. It's the energy between me and you that kept kept me attached to you, but it's the same energy that's pushed me from you. I'm drowning in emotions. I took a sip of that magic potion and drank from the vine of the river that ran dry. My eyes are super sensitive to your blinding light. Help I can't see clear. I love when you are inside me, but in La La Land, nothing seems real but pure pleasure and fear. Pain and twisted emotions, thrilling roller coasters and dead space. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't remember myself. In you, I'm losing myself and falling and falling and falling into the deep end. One, two, four, four, two, one, three, three, three. I can't sleep. And without you inside of me, I can't sleep. Without you inside of me, you take me on a spaceship. With you inside of me, you take me on a spaceship. In your world, I can't breathe. You tell me to hold my breath underwater until I lose me. I woke up today. I've been sleepwalking, making up fake vibrations every time we keep talking. It's not true. The dream that you show me, I see the real you. And I still wake up in wet spots. Nightmares or wet dreams, puddles of tears on pillows, fogged up windows, rainy days, and smiles that look like frowns. I hate when I can't sleep because it's when my mind wants to dig deep, and the only deep thing about you is me, and the only deep thing that surrounds you is me. The only time you can get a glimpse of living water is when the toxicity is swimming inside of me and I can't sleep. Maybe people work on that one a little bit. Now that I'm saying it loud and hearing it, but I like it. I like it. That's the thing about writing. Being a person who is so low key a perfectionist with his writing. Like I'll probably rewrite my pieces over and over and over again, just because I don't be feeling it. Like I don't really. I be like I like it, but it's something missing, something not here, something not speaking to me the way I wanted to speak to me. I got another song. I got one that I did with Faith, but it's singing, and I can't sing, and I don't want to do that to myself and embarrass myself on that part. So I'm gonna wait till me and her get together to do that piece because it goes crazy. When I was in the studio with her, she was singing this song, and I loved it. Like I was really feeling the vibe and feeling the song. And I told myself, but then she decided to change like the song at the studio, and I'm like, yo, let me get that. Like, let me do some work to that. Like, I really feel it, and I really want to do it. And that's how that came apart. And that's how we was able to make that become something that's crazy. I'll do a piece that Verbal's been doing. That's Verbal been working on. I've been working on it with as Verbal for a minute. I just haven't really finished it. I don't think. I think it's finished, somewhat finished. But when I remember, it was like one of the pieces I was writing, and then as I was writing, I started getting hype, like, and it was just coming from their vibe that I was getting with them. And this one's called it's called it's the drip. She said it's the drip from me, that slick that builds between her thighs from me. It's the kiss and it's the grip around her neck that makes her overflow and drip low. It's the drip that makes my mind trip as I take a sip of her essence, her nectar, sweet like summer treats on hot days when I'm scorching on the inside and my body is on fire. It's the drip that quenches my thirst and refreshes me and awakes the beast in me. He craves to devour every bit of her nectar, sucking every juice out of her jewel with his digging tool till he falls weak and can't speak, just shaking and quivering and convulsing within the grip of his paws. And he's digging in his claws, deep into her thighs as her eyes wave by as they take a trip to the back of her head and she grabs the bed, then screams to Aphrodite, giving her praise and gratitude as she reaches the latitude on an astral plane that's that's in a conscience that she has never knew that in a conscience she never knew existed. It wasn't listed on the charts of normality. It was a new numeric personality. 124, 124, 124, 124. She whimpered like a bad child that had just been disciplined for acting out. But in her case, it's in pleasure. It is in relief of something beyond belief. Still dripping, heavy breathing and convulsing, heart pulsing, sensitive to your touch. It's the drip that's called to the beast. Told him it's time to feast and build up his energy. Then begin the emergence and show urgence to the moment to begin the drip. So that's where it stops. I'm still working on it. But that's the problem when you're a writer. Like I like it, I'm in the groove. My people's like, you should stop it right there, but I can't because my mind has me already putting that somewhere else. Like I already want to go to another spot. I just have not put it all together yet. Like I, I'm, I think I've learned over the years I have ADD, so I'm now at a point to where like my brain be in one spot and then it goes somewhere else. And they're like, "Oh, Maria's right here." Like, "Oh yeah, I was there, wasn't I? Let's try to finish this shit up." I'm doing a piece. I actually love this piece, and I finished it not too long ago. And I really enjoyed it. It's called I Hate Music. Thinking about you makes me hate music. I can't enjoy neo soul like I used to because it reminds me of late nights I was with you, holding you, sipping wine while we drift off into each other, Spotify singing to us, and we were just vibing. OG and Sage in the air, lights low, words didn't even need to be spoken. We free of all care, just living in the moment. Phone on silent, just positive spirits being awoken. Head on my chest, one hand on your breast and a cup in the other. We were friends and lovers, enjoying the presence of each other, just vibing. Fuck, I hate music because it takes me back to the time when love was simple, past acne and pimples, just right when I knew what a kiss was. Back to when I really meant I miss you and I only want you. Back when being young and dumb was an excuse for love abuse. Back when I was dealing with a mistake instead of a birthday cake because of some lovers and friends shit. Now it's no longer amongst my greatest hits. Every time it plays, I think about the day I regretted my childish ways. Fucking hate, fucking shit, fucking hate music. Fuck this soundtrack, this playback. But the vibe is addicting. When it plays, it grabs me, holds me, and brings a smile, then a frown, then a few tears, then a smile again, then a moment to frown. Put my head in my hands, pick up the phone and apologize, then reflect and recognize, then hit replay, take a few mental notes, then groove, then sip, then smoke, then think about better days and think about how I love you better ways, and then lay back and fade away. I hate music because they hold memories. Music tells stories and speak of pain and bad days, but at the same time, it smiles. Music reminds me of my past. It's my soundtrack to life. It was playing when I had a wife. It was playing when I had a child. It was playing when I got arrested. It was playing when I lost my elders. It was playing when my heart got broken. It was playing when her I broke her heart. Yeah, music, I'm cool off you. I'm growing tired of you and growing beyond you. But sadly, like I said, I'm addicted to you and I can't let you go, can't walk away from you because, in all honesty, I'm in love with you. I crave your healing melodies and your heart pounding beats in the heart pound beats. You kiss my soul and snatch it. I can't sleep without you. I can't get through bad nights without you. Who am I without Luther? And who am I without Patty? Who am I without Teddy? Just a mess in a jizz rag. For y'all know what a jizz rag is, that's when, you know, every boy, every guy has a rag. When they self indulging on themselves, they get the rag and let loose, if you may say, make a personal mess, I may say, and they have to clean themselves up. So that's where the jizz rag come in at. Probably should just did poetry first and just did that instead of my little rambling at the beginning. But I hadn't been on here in a while, so let me ramble a lot because I was kind of nervous if I really wanted to do some poems. Well, since I'm doing them, let's get it. I just want to start going off and just reading some joints. If you're watching me, you still with it, like I appreciate y'all. But let me fuck with y'all for a minute. I just want to do some of my pieces. I did a hate music. That was hate music. That's in the poetic world. Um, drip, and of course that's verbal. Um, where we at? Can't sleep. That's gonna go with the poetic. Bad for me. That's a poetic world. So let me see. Do I want to go with? Let's stay in. Let's go with Marcus. Probably one of my more pieces I really love and really. I wrote this dealing with people, like dealing with their emotions and listen to their stories. I listen to a lot of people's conversations and stories and hearing what they've been through and just try to incorporate them. And a lot of stuff happens as a child. So this one's called This Child. This child looks out the window into the sky and with tears in their eyes and wonder why. Why don't you love me? Daddy, why did you leave me? Why did you walk out that door and pretend like I didn't exist? Didn't look back. He just walked through the mist, and I haven't seen or heard your voice in 7 years, but I'm the one shedding tears. I'm the one missing your face. I'm the one who calls go unanswered. I'm the one wishing you would love me. What happened between you and mom had nothing to do with me. I'm simple. I just want you to love me. Pick up the phone and talk to me. Don't need your money. I just want you to know me. This child, this child said daddy hates me because his mother chose to keep me. This child blames itself. This child grabs her pillow tight each night, fearing it might be like last night, clenching it tighter as she hears footsteps in the hallway, wishing she could hop out the window and fly away, wondering how could her mom share his last name when every night he comes and plays his little game. She begs him to stop, but she just he just covers her mouth while threats towards her mom flows out his mouth. This child runs to her mom and cries her story. Mom smacks her and yells, "Stop telling this damn story." And this child cries herself to sleep, awoken to the sound of her mother screaming and weep. Hears her mother gets beat, only then to hear her screams of pleasure come from the sheets. This child sits looking out the window, watching the rain drop, creating a puddle with her tears as they drop, looking at me through the window, whispering, "Help me." Oh, where'd it go? Lost it. This child walks with his head down, never a smile, just a frown, hating his life every day, teased and bullied in every way. He begs for an escape. His parents give him no attention. He didn't live up to their prediction, had another kid, and now he feels like the old prescription. This child is sits alone, pondering the days in which he's gone. Will they miss me? Will they even care? He thinks not, as he swallows a knot, then slits his wrist. He doesn't even scream at the sight, pumping his fist so the blood don't have a fight. Lay back and just to think, and lay back and just begin to think. How long would it take them to find me? How many people be happier without me? Damn, I'm getting sleepy. This child didn't ask to be here. Neither parents want to take the responsibility. Gave him the system they figured. Give him to the system they figured. Now this child sits hurting on the inside. Neither parents want him. He's dying on the inside. Angry. Has anger has taken his soul. Every new family tells him he has to go. Nobody wants me. I'll make it on my own. Become a victim to the streets on the corner with the heat, selling green bags just for money to buy meat. Blood life be his creed. Getting money at all costs fills his greed. On the streets love me is what he screams, while him and fake friends claim to be a team, robbing, killing, and dope dealing, living the hood dream. Police run up and bust them all. Fake friends now make him take the fall. This child is now a grown man. Said he knows where he went wrong. He said he didn't pull the trigger when he put the gun to his jaw. Fake friends don't come visit. Girls won't accept his call. He tells me his story from behind the bars and ends with always love your child. Children are our future, and it's up to us to mold them and encourage them to truly love them for who they are. That's this child. I wrote this really, I wrote this years ago, a long time ago. And it was when I was taking this my child development school. I was in taking my child development classes, and part of it was like interviewing people and talking to people, and really, hearing their story, hearing where they come from, hearing what they're about or whatnot. And I was just like, all right, cool, listen to some of people's story, and then just like it was just hitting me like every time I heard somebody's story, like it was just like fuck, like we they go through so much. Like people don't realize what a lot of us go through in life. Like they don't even hear so many parts of it. And hearing it was just like it was sad, and it just really got to me. So when I went home and wrote it, when I wrote that piece, and I wrote all my pieces, like it was just like a good write for me. But it was like one of those emotional writes, and I probably spent a lot of time really going in about it. And I made probably like 4 or 5 pieces just off like going through that part of schooling. Um, this one probably do one more. I'll leave y'all alone. Um, this one's called "I Tell You I Love You." This falling into the poetic mind category on my poetry book. Because the poetry book's written in 3 different categories. You have the Marcus part of the book, you have poetic, and you have verbal. And each one of them, each category has pretty much what you would expect, like out of them. Marcus being more of the emotional, more like just life stuff that probably doesn't pertain to me. Plus, that like stories I've heard, have some of my more churchy ones, have more of my life moment ones. And then poetic, of course, is it's the love side, it's the relationship part, all that. And then verbal, of course, is the pervert. He's what he is. That's what he is. That's what verbal is. He's the wild one. It's this bracelet hitting my laptop. So it's one of the I tell you I love you. I tell you I love you every moment, every morning. So your day starts off with love. Even if it is through text, I do it so you know you are my waking thought and I want to be your morning thoughts, your morning heart. Baby, I've grown. I'm more I'm more love smart, so I'm trying to prove that I deserve you. I'm worthy to love you. This time, I don't want to just touch you, just feel you, kiss you, or just taste you. I want to truly love you. That's why I whisper, I love you when you lay down, because I want to go to sleep with a smile, have beautiful dreams, dream of you and me walking hand in hand with a beautiful smile and love in our hearts, hit with Cupid's darts. We love stupid. I tell you I love you because I never want you to forget it. Because one day I want to see you. Walk down that aisle with a tear in your eyes and a smile on your face and a knot in your throat. I want you to be embedded on my mind, body, and soul. Yes, that's my relationship goal. I tell you I love you. I want to recite a poem that put your mind at float, make your heart beat fast and slow, and make your aura glow. I tell you I love you because you motivate me and uplift me and make me feel like a king. I tell you I love you because I see you as my queen and I want you to be my everything. I love you. Can I tell you when I wrote that? I cannot. Is it one of my favorite pieces, one of my more emotional pieces? Yes, it is. Like, all right. At one point, I could probably say I was in a stupid love where I was overly emotional about everything. It's that, that's that good before you really get heartbroken type love. Um, so yeah, that was that. I don't know. Should I end it as? Can I end my night as verbal? I think I've done a lot of pieces as everybody else. So no, I ain't want to go. Wow, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it mellow. Try to keep it within that vibe. Let me see how I want to do it. I'm gonna go with "Can I Have a Kiss." I love this poem. Probably one of my more favorite joints. I probably performed this more than I probably performed a lot of my other pieces lately. Um, but I'm still not polished at it, and but I still love it. Like it still gives me a vibe every time I read it. So, with that being said, here is "Can I Have a Kiss." Hey, can I have a kiss? Not just a peck. I want them butterflies and chills up my spine, the type where I close my eyes and drift off. It just want to take my clothes off. Can I have a kiss that just screams, I miss you? You know the type. The ones that have you pinned to the wall, hands on your face, bottom lip being bit and breath being taken away. Legs getting weak and juices starting to leak, manhood starting to grow and ore starting to glow, shining, starting, intertwining. Can I have a kiss like a movie flick where tongues do tricks and minds flip and minds flip so I don't slip as my legs raise and I lose grip, wrap you in my arms and internally feeling warm, love, wanted, desired. Kiss me like it's the last time you'll ever kiss me, and you want to be stuck in my memories, stuck in my history. Kiss me like passion is your story, be my glory. Can I have one of those kisses that take away pain? Kisses in the dark rain on bad days that bring out the sun rays. Kisses that give me energy. I need your synergy to release me, to refresh me, to rebuild me. Your kisses inject me with love. They mend the cracks in my heart and fill the holes in my soul. Give me my glow. Help me grow. It's the passion in your kiss that on late nights I miss. Roll over and hold you in my arms, shedding from harm and just kissing you. Kissing you like it's the only job I had and I never was mad or sad to go to work. I embraced it. I loved it. Couldn't sleep without it. I miss it. I have insomnia, sleep apnea. My soul can't rest because I need it. I need you. I need your kiss. So can I have a kiss? That's Can I Have a Kiss? Probably one of my more favorite pieces. You see, I probably flow and I do that one way better than everything else because I perform that joint. And I love when I do that one because the crowd be like they go crazy and they're like, oh, like they feel it, like they understand that vibe. Oh man, what time is it? Should I stop? You want another one? Should I go again? Should I do another one? I think I'm gonna do another one. What up, Pete? Let me be great, P. Let me be great. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this last one. I'm literally gonna do this last one. This is the last one. Because P said be great. And I'm gonna just go verbal. Verbal's in my mind. Like he keeps saying, like, let me go. What about me? What about me though? Like I'm here, bro. Let me be great. So I'm gonna let him be great. And it said, I need that. Hey, hey, baby, I need that. Late night re up, that get up deep in your stomach, gut fucked up intensity. This need is sitting on my shoulder like a monkey, begging me and telling me that he needs you, fiends you and ready to devour you. This need is like a weakness. It's my sickness, my addiction. I'm going through withdrawals. Baby, I need that pleasure. I need that pleasure withdrawal and get real up close and personal. I want to taste you, not waste you, embrace you, unlace you, pick up pace with you. To let my tongue groove, nice and slow, to its own beat. Raise the heat. Just take a seat on my face. You know that's your favorite place. The need, I need the sound of your moans. I need the sound of pleasure ripping through the gaps in your teeth when ecstasy is reached and you can't control the arch in your back nor the lock in your legs. It's the convulsing, it's that pulsing through the tendons of your skin when my tongue digs deep within. I'm within the G's of your spot and it's hot, so why not? Scream to the top of your lungs and retract these bed springs, then go silent. I need those nail prints embedded in my skin like bad sins. I'm living in the moment, suffocating in your wall, drowning in your waterfalls, but still on some tornado shit. Engulfing your clip like babies on tits and throwing fits. But I'm smiling in the slit, I'm rolling deep. Trying to put you to sleep, Make your pleasure weep and ready to take that leap off the deep end and fall in this thing called beast mode. I need you here right now in the abyss right now of bliss right now because the beast is ready to feast. He wants to eat his way to your soul and take a hold of what you thought pleasure was, then choke the life out of it. As he penetrates your treasures, your treasure and exceed all measures, redefining your idea of pleasure on some disrespectful shit and reckless. As he grips your soul and take a hold of your body, put him in his control as he causes your hips to roll and get into a flow, he grows thicker than ever before because he wants to reach your core, leak through your pores and become your essence. I need you sitting on the edge of a ledge of an explosion that causes an equal eruption of climaxual destructions and loss of ability, a loss of stability and ability to control your reactions to loss of traction on this thing called reality and end up in a haze, an amazing and outstanding need. I need that. Run that. Be with it. Sending your face in my favorite place. Some tornado shit. That was I need that. I like performing. Like I like doing this. Like this is fun for me. I don't get to go to the spots no more like I want to, and get to have the fun like I want to. What we got? What y'all talking about over there? Oh, you want another one? You want another one, P? Since you only want here, you want another one? I could do more. Say yeah or nay. Let me know. You want another one? All right, let's play with it. This is be great. This is called intensity two. Um, I did intensity one, which is crazy it's about masturbation or whatever. So intensity two is even wilder. It's just the intense. It's part of a series I was going to do called the intent, like just intensity, the moments, and this is one of the parts of the moments, the feelings, emotions. So this is intensity two. Fuck it. I want you right now. More like I crave you right now on some crackhead shit. I'm sick. I can't close my eyes without seeing you. Can't go silent without hearing you. Can't lick my lips without tasting you. I go to sleep and have wet dreams about you. Yeah, you got me. You got me up late night embracing myself. Eyes closed, imagining myself with you again. Breathing heavy, getting sweaty, having flashbacks and mentally hearing ass smacks. I'm stroking myself with the same intensity as the vision that was coming to me. It says living as vivid as the last time we were deep in our past times and both losing control. Digging deep in pillows and skin, screaming, moaning, grunting zootastically, we beasting, feasting on our desires, filled by fire, fighting to be better than that time that previously transpired, refusing to be repetitively competitive, trying to outdo the other. We pushing off pillows, kicking off covers, making jealous lovers because they can't help but to get an earful. As the pussy's getting tearful, laughing, talking about I'm so disrespectful. I'm stuck in time shared that happened with no care, but was the moments that took our breath away. An intensity that changed sound waves and frequencies, an intensity that crave frequently, an intensity that flows on your bloodstreams and make your body react uncontrollably, involuntarily convulsing and sending chills up your spine. It's an intensity that's like fine wine. That shit just seems better with time. An intensity that takes a hold of you, controls you, and then brings out the beast in you. That's intensity too. Got a little intense. My body got the shivers just doing it because my mind sees it like crazy. Like that's intensity. I know it's a good. I like that. They when you're a writer and you're artist, you just love doing what you do. Like it just gives you energy. Like I'm a late night owl dude. So right now I'm amped. Like the more and more I'm getting it, the more and more I'm seeing my next piece on. Next piece I'm getting in my mind already. Like so I'm already like hyped up. And I know I keep saying last one, but I ain't got shit else to do in my life right now, and I can't sleep. I'm like super up, so I'm just gonna keep going. So as long as you guys are on here, I might as well just do what I do and go to let's go with intensity one. This is intensity. This is the first part. This is the first part of it. So you got my blood rushing, heart pounding, and mind going. I'm strapped down. I'm tied down, and you putting on a show. In full control, I'm losing control and just want to be set free. You teasing me, but pleasing me and feeding the beast. You got her losing her mind while she's blind, and you just staring at me, looking at me in my eyes as the vibe is on high, and she can't do nothing about it. Shaking as her juices is flowing out of it, and I'm begging to get out of it. The beast in me needs his ultimate feast, but you telling him not yet. He's standing at full attention, begging for some attention, but you got him on some form of detention, saying I've been bad, so I can't touch, but I have to watch, and I better not bust. You know this is my lust. It's my twisted fantasy. Now a fucked up reality, and I'm still feeling like ecstasy. It's fueling me, pulling at me, and sends chills up my spine. I have goosebumps and throat lumps. I'm just playing. You just playing with us. She's strapped to the bed, legs spread, blindfold on her head. She got a gag in her mouth, toys feeling down south, and she soaking the sheets. You pressing buttons on the remote. She got screams in her throats. Her mind's afloat, juices are flowing, and you just enjoying the show, watching her squirm like exposed worms, yet begging for more. I'm rock hard, and I'm rock hard like cold nipples, both needing attention ripples in a new twist of pleasure. Something unmeasurable right now with our treasures ready to be embraced. Remove the soaked lace. Sit on my face. Saying this will be my only taste. But these juices won't go to waste. Her screams bounce off walls as her mouth released the balls. As her mouth released the ball, but was quickly muffled with her walls. You made me watch her feast as you released and made a mess on her face. Pain on my face as I wished to relate and feel all parts of my mate. He's throbbing, feeling like she's robbing all of his treasure. He needs her pleasure. But he's chained up. He wants to throw up and spew the best of him. But you getting kicks out of teasing him. And all you giving him is a taste of the intensity. That's the intensity. Lose my mind while she playing. Enjoying the show. Oh man. Yes. What? Not freaky. I'm just a writer. My mind, I see the whole image. I see everything. And that's just what he created. Excuse me. Well, I could do this with you because you enjoy the show. So I could keep going. I could just keep doing what I want to do. This is all pieces. I just like performing. Oh, motivation. Motivation. You are my sexual motivation. You are on my mental rotation and raising me high. I love being between your thighs, putting a roll in your eyes, and it started with the lick of your lips. As your tongue grazed your lips, my mind started to slip, and I just want to embrace your lips. Put my hands around your hips and let our tongues dance as we fall into a trance and our bodies begin to radiate heat and we mentally create our own beat. I grab them as they, I grab them as if they're mine, pull you closer, squeeze you even tighter, hold you even longer. Got our sexual tensions growing stronger and our kiss intensifying within your grips, and we fall onto the sheets and our two levels of ecstasy meet. I'm motivated by the thickness of your hips and motivated by the thickness of your hips to let my hand slip and grab your waistline from the front or from behind and just sway your hips. Your moans are motivations as I scream for sexual stimulation and my tongue does its rotations all on your neck. Got your mind thinking what the heck and pleasure releasing from your throat. And you begin to float off into my love land and your moans guide my hands. Your words of lust motivate me as I climb between your knees and my face drops between your thighs and my tongue takes you high. Talk to me. Let me know you love it. Grab my head and shove it. Wrap your legs around my neck, baby, and feed me that pussy sweat. My tongue working like a vet. I'm trying to give you my best. So when you think of me, you know I'm better than the rest. The bounce of your breast is motivation as it gives me my as it gives you this as I'm giving you this thick penetration and they groove into the vibrations, give me mental stimulation, fuel to the fire, and the climax is my desire, freaking my mind more by putting your nipples in your mouth, giving me more of a growth to the monster down south. I stay motivated by the way you throwing that ass back. Got me on attack, thrust with more power than they thrust with more power as you give it right back. Got you screaming out my name, verbal, you doing your damn thing, so my stride doesn't change. Leaking on the bed, I'm pulling the hair on your head and your eyes are rolling. While our vocals are missing, your pussy's releasing. Watching you take control got me losing control while you're riding me like a pro, and I'm being motivated to let go because you screaming, Daddy, make a mess of me. I'm just trying to hold on to these thick hips, but I'm losing my grip and my mind is starting to slip, and I'm releasing the most amazing mess to exist. I just couldn't resist. Yeah, you do it to me. From the curves of your body to the words of lust you speak, you're more than sexy to me. I don't even think they even made a word for it yet. That's why I call you my motivation. And that's motivation. I've been on it for a long time. I think I need to get up off here pretty soon. But if I did motivation one, I gotta do motivation two. I gotta have motivation for me and motivation for you. I'm gonna stop drinking and then getting on these lives because I'll just be going on tirades at the beginning. I should just came in here and did what I normally do, and that's just shoot the poetry up. I'm gonna shoot up the club with my poetry. One more. I'm gonna do one more. I'm out. Literally, I'm done at this one here. This is motivation too. It's like I can't breathe. My body is shaking. I can't keep my hands off of myself. I'm laying in the dark with my hands and my pants touching myself because thoughts of you keep running through my head. Thoughts of you laying next to me in this bed and thoughts of you touching me, rubbing my head as your lips pressed against mine, my hands grabbing you from behind, and you're whispering you're all mine. I'm laying here with my dick in my hand, slowly rubbing it like you like you do, while thoughts of you run through. Flashbacks of how you pulled him out and began to kiss him slow, looking up at me while I enjoy the show, smiling hard as he began to grow, opening wide and engulfing him slow, like the professional, like a professional taking pride in your work. Folks on the job showing how your mouth work. I'm laying here, slow stroking this, while memories playing replay of you doing that mouth trick, reminding me of how your head game is sick. You be on that sloppy toppy, mixing up with that grind of pepper, top with that suck the ball shit, and then when you really feeling it, that lick the ass shit, like what? Got my eyes rolling and begging you to quit. I'm just laying here stroking like a piston, just wishing you was riding me slow, doing your cowgirl show, taking full control, and show me how you make your hips roll. Nails in my chest and grabbing your breast and your pussy making a mess. Turn on this, doing the reverse trick while I watch that ass bounce up and down on his thick. I'm just laying, going to town as visions recall of how you put it down, picking up pace like we in a race to orgasmic place somewhere in space on the atmosphere of screams and moans we own. The pillars of pleasures on mounts heights beyond measured, damn near floating on cloud nine. We so high as the beautiful mess explodes between your thighs while the shake rips through your thighs and you knocking out loud explodes. That knocking out loud explodes. I'm just laying here in my own mess with my thoughts of happiness and lingering once of your wetness and wishing I was holding your thickness. I know your moment will come, but until it does come, at least I have our previous moments for motivation. That's motivation too. I thank y'all for hanging out with me. Let me do some pieces. Let me see how some of them sound. Let me see how I can perform them next time. Um, Thank you. Thanks for the energy. But until next time, and for y'all on YouTube, I gotta fix the camera. I took my other camera off. I thought this one was gonna work good, but it's got me a little blurry. But for y'all hung out with me, for y'all watching the video, thank y'all. And there's been a moment, a 5 doors after dark moment. So I'm gonna catch you on the flip. Have a great night. Drink one for me, bust one for me. I'm out.